everybody. I'm Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com, and I'm so glad you guys could join me because today we're going to create not one, but two fun fold cards. And what you're going to love about today's cards is they are created with one sheet of 6x6 designer series paper. And I've got something a little extra special to go with this. Merry Christmas from Simply Simple Stamping. I have a free tutorial for today's cards. And in that tutorial, you're going to have a diagram, how to do your cutting on your designer series paper, so you can get every last little bit out of that to create today's cards. And I have that waiting for you over at SimplySimpleStamping.com. But let's get started creating the cards so that you are all ready to go and you can start creating when you get your hands on that free tutorial. Are you ready? Let's head over to the stamping table and start creating. I am so excited to share these cards with you because my theory is if you're going to make one birthday card, you might as well make two. I mean, you're at it. And what we're doing today is we're going to create this wishing you the happiest of birthday card. And we're going to do it with one sheet of 6x6 designer series paper. But here's the kicker. We're going to take what's left over from that card, and that's what's going to allow us to make this card. Isn't that fun? I love the colors. And happy, a little bit late birthday, story of my life. We've got some great ribbon going on here to make it extra happy. Now, we're going to actually change it up a little bit today, and let's use flowers for every season. I love this paper, and you've got a lot of really great options with it. Now, the star of the show for my cards today are the Happiest of Birthday stamp set. Love this one. We're actually going to use all four stamps in this set. This is one of my go-tos. I do make a lot of birthday cards, and I do tend to be a little bit late. So that is a well-loved stamp right there. So all of my cards, they've all been designed using this stamp set. Now, I mentioned that free download as my Christmas gift to you guys. There is a diagram in that tutorial that's going to show you how to cut your designer series paper. And I'm going to go ahead and go over that with you right now. And let me tell you, I have made it really easy. You're just going to follow the arrows. So we're going to start with our purple arrow. We're going to cut 1/4 of an inch off. Yep, we need a sliver. So that's going to be 1/4 by 6. And then we're going to cut that down to 3 inches. So that's 3 inches by 1/4 inch. And you're going to have 2 of those. Now, with that same side, so I'm now at 5 3/4 of an inch. Now we're going to cut 1/2 inch off, or we're going to cut it down to 5 1/4. And then that 1/4 inch piece, let's cut it down to 5 1/2. We'll use that strip. You know what? I said we're going to use everything. We're not going to use that. How about that? That is the only scrap we have. I did pretty good there. So I now have a 5 1/4 by 6. I'm going to put that 6-inch side up at the top. And my next one is going to be a 3 1/2 inch cut. That's simple enough. And then with what I have left, which should be 2 1/2 inches, we're just going to cut it in half to 1 1/4 inch. And that is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. All right, see, I told you that cutting is easy. And remember, you're going to have a diagram that's going to show you how to do all of that. Now, your cardstock pieces. Guys, I'm actually not going to go over all the measurements for this, and let me tell you why. It's all in the free download that I have for you, and you're going to want to have that for that diagram anyway. So all the measurements here, they're going to be waiting for you. I do want to make one quick comment, and that is this card right here. You're going to notice that it is 5 1/2 by 8 inches, and I have cut 1/2 inch off the side. So be aware, don't think that is a standard card. We are going to cut 1/2 inch off. Okay, well, we've got all of our cutting done. And so, you know what? I think we're going to go ahead. We'll start with this card since I've got this one here. So we're going to take that 1/2 inch strip. Now you see why we needed that 1/2 inch cut. I'm going to adhere that right to that little opening. Now with that there on the right side, we're going to take that large piece of designer series paper. We're going to adhere that to the left side. And this is going to make the inside of this card really extra special. I love having this little just kind of burst of designer series paper on the inside of the card. It's kind of unexpected. So we like that. We'll add this here. I'm going to come in with a Misty Moonlight ink pad so I can do my stamping here on the inside of my card and the outside. I'm going to say, it's your day. Now, this is one of my favorite tricks. If you have a lot to say in a card, you're going to stamp that up at the top. If you're like me and you struggle with words, you're going to bring it down. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I never know what to say, and I like being able to just say, love Connie. So I bring my sentiment down. We're going to adhere that right inside our card. You're just going to center that up on all four sides. So that's the inside of our card. Let's work on the front. I have got a piece of crumb cake. This is going to look really pretty with this designer series paper. So I'm going to add this crumb cake to the center of my card base. We'll go vertical with that, center that up. Now, you remember those two little teeny tiny strips? I almost couldn't find the other one. They're so teeny tiny. We're going to use those as an accent. Now, you can flip it over. And you know what? This Just Jade actually looks really pretty. So I think I will go ahead and use that side. Again, this is what we love about designer series paper, right? We have options. So I'm going to add some little dots of my adhesive. And you notice these pieces are exactly the same size of that crumb cake. So that gives you a nice visual to line that up. All right, how about a great sentiment for the front? I love great big sentiment stamps because they fill up a lot of area and it makes just for really nice, quick birthday cards. I love having big sentiments. I'm going to stamp that. This is a big one, so I want to make sure I'm giving it good, even pressure. And for this one, I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals here on the back just to give it just a little more visual, you know, something a little more with some pop. I find that Stampin' Dimensionals make every card a wow card. And I also love that they are very, very affordable. Now, just for fun, I'm actually not going to put that right straight down. We're going to go at a little bit of an angle. Just kind of makes it sort of fun. I like that. And then I'm going to bring in this embroidered ribbon. Isn't that beautiful? It's going to match perfectly with that crumb cake cardstock. So I just made myself a simple little bow, and I'm going to use a mini glue dot, press my bow right onto that. And I'm actually going to add this one right down here at the bottom right corner. You can put it on the left corner as well, either way, but there we go. See, it is really a beautiful card, right? We have that great splash of that designer series paper. Yep, we can just add a few of these and it's just going to make the card really sparkly. How about we add a little bling to this card? I think bling makes everything happy. We're going to use the champagne rhinestones on this card. Now, my other card, I used the basic rhinestones, the silver ones, but I thought the champagne just lent itself so beautifully to that crumb cake. So we're just going to kind of fill in as my rhinestones decide to take a little vacation there and fly around the card. So there's our one card. And as I said, when we were all done cutting that, we had this left over. So I said, we're going to make this a 2-for-1 card. So my next card is also in the Misty Moonlight, and it is cut 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 1.5 inches and 4.25 inches. And you see, it's just like a nice little accordion fold. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to center up this designer series paper right here on the flap. The other piece is going to go right here on the side. While I work on my adhesive here, if you are not currently a subscriber of my channel, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. There is a great big red subscribe button. You kind of can't miss it. It's great big. It's up in the corner. Just click it and let YouTube know that you want to see more simple stamping videos, and they'll be sure to give you notifications whenever I'm back with a new video. All right, let's add our last piece right there. Do you see? Very nice. Now, we used that ribbon a second ago, right? Well, I've got 20 inches of it, and I am simply going to take this and I'm going to tie it in a bow up here at the top. Now, if you have not purchased this ribbon yet, oh, please get it before it goes away. It's in our mini catalog, and that expires at the end of December. But guys, this ribbon, first of all, is beautiful. It's going to go with so many things. It's such a great neutral color. And look, did you see how beautifully that tied? Oh my goodness, we love it when ribbon ties that easy, right? I'm going to trim down the tails because I did give you plenty of ribbon to work with, so you weren't fighting with it. All right, time to decorate. I'm going to bring in the Misty Moonlight ink pad again, and I've got this Happy Bee Day. Let's stamp that right up here at the top, and I'm going to set that off to the side. And now we are going to stamp Happy Little Bit Late Birthday. I've said this before, it's one of my favorite stamps, and I tend to have to use it a lot because I'm never on time. I am on time for a lot of things, but when it comes to getting things in the mail, that's where I struggle. All right, now I'm going to adhere this happy birthday onto a piece of crumb cake. And remember, the measurements for all of this is in the free download, and you can find the link to that at simplysimplestamping.com, or feel free to just look down there in the YouTube description. It's there as well, and it'll take you right to the blog post, and then you can download your free download right there. All right, I'm going to put some more adhesive here so we can decorate the inside of our card. So this is where I'm going to put my happy birthday, my Happy Bee Day. And you see that's just going to center on all four sides. This is just an identical piece of cardstock, Whisper White, and that's going to fill in right here. And again, you're going to see how it's going to fit on all four sides. All right, now to add our sentiment, this is going to sit right over this, and I'm going to come in with Stampin' Dimensionals again. Now, how to know where to put those? This is what I do. I'm going to just lay my sentiment right here next to my flap, and that's just going to give me a nice visual. So I can see right where I want to put my Stampin' Dimensionals, so about here. And also, you can catch this ribbon if you want. In fact, how about I do that? Right here in the center, I think I'll go on either side. That way I can kind of catch that ribbon, and now that ribbon won't slide around on me. We'll close the card, and now we can center up our Happy Little Bit Late Birthday. And then just like we did with our first card, we're going to polish it off here with some of the champagne rhinestones. If you like bling as much as me, I'd love to hear from you. So be sure to leave me a comment there in YouTube, or if you're actually watching this from Simply Simple Stamping, you can leave me a comment there as well. So look at that, a little fun bling to make the card a little extra special. So there we go. We went from one card. Yeah, we were just going to make one card, and it's a fabulous card. But why not take the leftovers and go ahead and create a second card? And now you are ready to go anytime you need a birthday card. Hey, let me go ahead and bring in my other cards really quick. There we go. Which is your favorite? I don't know. If you really like the fun, whimsical look of the polka dots, the playing with patterns is fabulous. But if you're looking for something a little more elegant, you can't go wrong with flowers for every season. But you got to love how we were able to go from one card, and with just using the leftovers, we were able to create two. All right, my friends, time for you to go get your free tutorial over at simplysimplestamping.com. Now, if you're not sure where to find it, you can even look down in the YouTube description, and there's a link that'll take you right to the post where you can download that free tutorial. Everything you need to know, all the measurements and all the photos, everything's going to be right there waiting for you. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you had a great time, and I look forward to creating with you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.